Hello, baby girl. My Trixie is 16 and a half years old, and she recovered from kidney disease, which I self-diagnosed. And I wanted to share how I accomplished that. She's gained a lot of weight back, her personality, her spunk. She's curious again. She's eating full meals instead of just licking on something. So usually when you start noticing a change in behavior, or when they start getting very finicky with food, which Trixie has been in her entire life, and that kind of made it a little bit more difficult for me to recognize that something was wrong with her. And but I did notice that, it came on very, very sudden, that she had lost a lot of weight, and then she was starting to drink excessively. And that kind of concerned me because she hadn't really wanted any water for years, not even out of the faucet. And so I always added some food into her, wet food even. And then all of a sudden she started drinking on her own. So I've had some very bad experiences with vets before. They literally killed two of my cats that I could have 100% treated with just remedies, reasonable remedies, and it could have extended their life tremendously. And of course I learned that after the fact, because usually when you get to the vet, you kind of get ambushed with the bad news, because they're not trained on nutrition, and they're only trained on prescribing drugs. So cats and humans alike have difficulty breaking down synthetic materials, and everything that the vets usually give and inject is synthetic. So I wanted to share what I found and how I went about with Trixie. So she was like hungry all the time, and I literally had to feed her every single hour. I devoted my time. I gave up all my sleep, and I made sure that she always got enough food, so that she wouldn't, get low blood sugar, and that she would always have, nutrition going through her body, even though she had difficulty in the beginning, retaining some of that nutrition. So I did a lot of research, and I came across a bunch of things, and I hope that my video will help some people avoiding getting through the hoops that I had to get through, and trial by error and all that, and they can go directly to this and before it becomes critical. But even if it is critical at this time, these things are really going to help them out of the misery. So it goes really fast, thankfully. I came across an ad with this Per-Life Feline Biome, and I found out that most of the diseases that cats or dogs or even humans have start with the gut. And also kidney disease and liver disease are very common right now, and I've been trying to figure out why. Well, if your body's overloaded with toxins that your kidneys and liver, try to keep up with, if it's too much, they're going to end up, starting to become defective, and then you're going to get into more issues. So it's always important to keep your kidneys and liver safe, and your gut biome in balance, and it's making a huge difference. And also the quality of the food. So initially I diagnosed Trixie with hyperthyroidism, which also, were the symptoms of losing weight, drinking excessive water, and constantly being hungry. But after doing more research and seeing some videos for example, from Dr. Jones at Veterinary Secrets on YouTube, he, basically pointed out that most of the underlying diseases are kidney disease. So you might as well just start treating everything for the kidneys, and then everything else will kind of fall in place, and it's, kind of secondary. So this is the number one thing. Make sure you order it ASAP. because delivery is kind of slow because so many people are finding out about it. It takes about 3 to 4 weeks to arrive. And so there are these capsules that I open up, and Trixie gets 1 capsule per day spread out through the day, and I mix it in her food. And as finicky as she is, she doesn't have any issues with it. I think it's tasteless. And I also share 1 capsule per day among my remaining 8 cats, so that I'm avoiding any future issues with them as well. What I initially started out before I got the feline biome was this from Prana Pets. It's a cat probiotic powder. I honestly swear by Prana Pets that saved my cat's life so many times already. Their products are very powerful. They immediately work. They're affordable, take advantage of all the discounts and bundle, prices, and their products last. So even if one was to cost like $50-$60, you can literally administer this, every single day, and it will probably last you 3 months, because I've been giving some of my other cats, some of these things daily too, and I don't run out for about 3 months. So, but this is what I started out with. And there used to be good digestion drops from Prana Pets. They unfortunately discontinued it. It helps, when your cat throws up and you give those drops, it immediately, balances everything, and they get really, happy after that. And so now they replaced it with this. And this made sure that all of my cats' poop and pee are perfect, literally perfect. I mean, you give this for a week and your cats will never have, any issues with digestion anymore. But, before I forget, make sure you start out with just, a few sprinkles on the food. Give very little, just like, a pinch of salt if you were to add that to the food, because when I gave too much, it was literally giving them diarrhea. And one of the things could also happen in the first few days, that they're purging and they're detoxing, and so that causes sometimes diarrhea, which is, actually a good thing to get it out of the system. But you don't want to, do anything too extreme. So to this day, I just give like a little sprinkle on their food, and it makes a huge difference. So again, their poops and pees are perfect. No more stinky poo, no more runny poo, no more constipation. I mean, it's amazing how this worked. This I've been giving all of my cats every single day. Doggy Naturals Socializing. It prevents infections. When I had the kittens outside, they had eye infections, and they looked really sickly, and literally within a day or two, their eye infection went away. This is very important to support their immune system. And they seem to like it, because I have to give this separately to my Speedy every day. He loves just licking it off, on the counter when I put it on there for him. All right, so here's what I do, my daily regime. I give Trixie a combination of this. So I put it in a syringe and I mix it up. Liver supplement, so I give a few drops there. And then this is the most important one, kidney. But again, the liver and the kidney go together, so you want to make sure you get a combo of that. And then immunity blend, again, for keeping the immune system stable. When they're sick and they've already lost a lot of weight, I assumed she might have a little bit of joint or muscle pain, because she stopped kind of jumping on things. So I give a few drops of this as well. And then I also noticed that her personality changed, and she was just kind of like standing somewhere in the middle of a room and just looking and staring at food. So I was worried that she might have dementia. As soon as I started giving this to her, probably within 2 days, all of a sudden she stopped doing that, and she started getting her spark and curiosity back. And this feline biome will also make your cat very happy and spunky again. And then in case your cats have a UTI, this is very powerful. One of my other cats, Edie Beatty, had bloody, bloody urine, and she was trying for like 2 days to go. I didn't even notice it initially. And then I saw her, I gave this to her, and literally within a half an hour, she started peeing. No blood, nothing, and everything was fine. But I still gave this to her for another 2 days after, because I wanted her bladder to have a little bit of a break and getting the additional nutrition with that. All of my cats get B12 daily, a drop a day, maybe two drops a day, one in the morning, one in the evening. This is very good to get their energy back. So if they're a little bit aloof and something's, lingering, this will, usually snap them out of it. Also, it will help them get some appetite. Now, CBD oil, this is one of the most effective CBD oils for pets that I found with Prana Pets. I give this to Bolito every single day. He has some emotional issues and, PTSD. And in general, CBD oil is very healing. It prevents cancer. So once in a while, I give this to Trixie at the end of the day, so she'll, sleep a little bit longer during the night. But I wanted to monitor her as far as personality concerns, to make sure I know if all the other products are effective instead of just making her sleepy. This is just a reused bottle I use for colloidal silver. So colloidal silver is a natural antibiotic, and it is very great to keep infections away. You can give this by mouth, mix it in the food. You can put it on wounds, clean their ears, put it in eyes if they have an eye infection. Very powerful. This is also a must-have to have ready or give it to them daily. And then I also give zinc. I reuse this bottle as well. Zinc, a couple drops for Trixie, because sometimes she has allergies or she starts sneezing, which could be, a lowered immune system symptom. So this usually will help her. I mean, zinc in general helps, with, flus and all that, nasal congestion and so on. So the other part, the most important part, is nutrition. So you got to keep, a high protein balance if you can. I also buy a roasted chicken, and I put it in 4 freezer bags. That usually is for, 1 chicken. And each of these bags lasts me about 4 days with 2 feedings a day. And I cut it in very, very tiny pieces so she can eat it. Sometimes I mix it in with the food, and that will really get her going. And the best thing is probably to feed it before bedtime, and then they can actually sleep a little bit longer through the night. So this is, Almo Nature has a lot of really good, high quality, high protein products. So she loves this mackerel, and I give her, I always have a big choice of proteins around, preferably that are for cats, like salmon. She's a Norwegian forest cat, so she has always loved salmon, and high quality. So I broil her some salmon sometimes. And then obviously chicken, so poultry, turkey is very beneficial, and also duck and quail eggs. And then this is what she came to like, and I also needed to fatten her up a little bit, because fat is actually good, whether you believe it or not, but fat is good for humans and animals. So this is the Veruva Kitten Chicken Anjou. It's a little bit more jelly-like than a pate, but there are little chicken pieces in it, and it literally smells like chicken. And so this is what she gets. And then there's a really good product too, Roz. They have 4 different kinds of flavors. My cats like 3 of them. I always try to give them products with liver in it. Liver is, a good source of B6. And it's, organ meat in general is very important for animals. And so every time there is something that has liver in it, they will all gobble it up. This one is the duck recipe from Blue Wilderness. She likes a lot. This is one I found, landmark chicken and turkey recipe. The juice of this is what she gobbles up first. She licks it up, and then she eats the shredded pieces of chicken and turkey in there. And then this is one she likes as well, which is the wellness, the chicken pate. So just as a few suggestions, but I do feed, some Friskies and Fancy Feast as well throughout the day, but I make sure that she gets at least one of these a day, plus some high protein like a roasted chicken or a broiled salmon on top of it, because fresh foods are still the most important thing. And then obviously fresh water. Make sure you watch them, how much water they drink, and that they don't excessively pee. But again, once you administer some of these products, especially the UTI, the liver, and the kidney support, that should take care of it within the day usually. I hope this helps. If I forgot something, I'm sure I did. Just ask me in the comments and I'll help guide you in the direction. I'm not a vet. I'm just a very concerned cat owner, animal lover, and I also do that for myself. I take care of myself health-wise. I don't go to doctors. I only go to a chiropractor once a month who has a kinesiology certification, and this has been the most successful way for me to keep everybody healthy and to bring somebody back to health. So good luck, and I hope your cats and your dogs and other animals and yourself remain healthy, and we gotta just stick through it. And this is the most affordable option. A vet visit, even if you bought this all at once, a vet visit could cost you a lot more, and also the life of your animal. I wish you the best.